Yeah, I just can't help myself. Hi, I've got to do it. I've got to finish this off before I go to work. Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's me, Kim Overholt, your party artist, here to help you have fun and learn a little bit about painting. And today I was just trying to complete, before I head out, a nice painting that we started yesterday. And I was giving you all the nice little gory details of this painting that happens to be mine. Well, it's my picture. I'm making into a painting just for you guys today. So yeah, and I started yesterday to get the dock ready and putting the dock out here. See, it goes right across here. And I know that I'm going to add probably some more color to it. It's not going to be completely finished, but just giving you like this basic bones start so you can do your own when you get a chance. I always tell people, put it towards something that you do. Like put painting towards something that you'd want to paint. If you want to paint a nice ocean scene like this one out in the Bahamas. Well, not the Bahamas. This is actually like in Cuban waters. So yes, if you want to do one that's yeah, if you want to do one from the Bahamas, if you want to do one that's actually like Port Lucie, or Lakeside Park, the place that Neil Peart from Rush talks about, and or you want to do something simple like who knows. Like what I'm doing, just if you have a nice scene that you have on a picture that you want to make into a painting, this is the way you break it down, basically. So showing you as I just did those last two two little things before I get rudely interrupted. But yes, I start with wetting the canvas down, and then I start with my background first, being the sky first, and then I work on my horizon line. And then I make my way forward to I'm getting to the earth part here. So we're kind of getting to horizon line and everything. So nice and straight and everything. And what we're doing now is we're going to make this nice little hut that's kind of out in the middle of the water, where this actually was like a little dining area for people that came to the resort that I was at, and had like lobster and squid and all kinds of different things here. Pizza, even like, of course, the pizza from Cuba is not the same as pizza from here. So if you ever have a good pizza um, uh, that you'd like to eat, let me know in the description below if there's a favorite place that you like to have pizza. This is where I think I maybe did I get a slice? I can't remember. It didn't taste the same anyways. It's not the same. But anyways, let me just ink that in a little bit better for you. Well, ink it in. I'm going to paint it in for you. Ink is the other thing that I do. That's coming up soon too. I have October coming, and with October comes Inktober. So Inktober provides me a lot of fun with doing painting. Sorry, doing a more this kind of thing, where the nice little details of the nice little hut there. So I'm going to do that, and I only have so much time, so I'm going to get to it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black, and we're going to take that black that I have still on my palette. My palette's still nice and wet. I'm going to dip it in my water, my details brush, because I'm working on my details, and dip it into the black. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up that little hut that's kind of on the side here, and paint it in. And there's different spots that are going to be showing some of the background of the skyline too. So I'm going to leave that in there. And we're just going to take the black, because I can go back over it too with other colors afterwards and make it more realistic to what I wanted to do. But it's supposed to be a little shack back there, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's like a little hut back here, out in the ocean here. We're eating cake by the ocean. La 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 la. You know. And there's a triangle shape at this end here too. And it goes, like, say, the line kind of goes right across here in the picture. And you can fill that in too. And it's straight. And then you can make the angles on it afterwards. Go. And there's also a little peek up here. And oh, that only goes, oh, this part can kind of go down into here. Because there's a main little place there. And it goes down to about there. There we go. Won't go any further than that with that line. Show you that sitting on the shoreline there. There we go. Now, if you find your brush is getting dry, dip it in your water and dip it back into your black. There we go. Now, there's the last little bit that's there, and it goes a little bit off the shoreline here, like that, and then goes a little bit up this way, and connects back into here again too. And that is all black right there too, and it goes to about there. So yeah, we can go to here. There we go. So that's basically what the little shacks look like at the side here. It has like be very delicate and don't rush your details, because if you rush your details, sometimes they don't look as exactly like you want them to, and you gotta just play with it to make it look the way you want it to. So let me just fix it a little bit. There we go. Ooh. Luckily, the dock is over here too, so the dock comes over across this way. And although the dock is not completely black, we will not make black in there. We know that this area here definitely is, and it only goes like so even this little port here has a bit of a little bit higher. Just be careful. Get a nice point on your brush if you have to. Here we go. I like that. I know place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody lying. Ain't no smiling faces. Flying to the races. I could take you there. Be your own little place, your own little island, where you can like look out. That's the one thing I love that I have. I've done like a nice sunset that I have in my kitchen. Or it could be a sunrise as well, because it's really awesome. And yeah, when you do your details, don't be in a hurry. You just gotta kind of go with it. Kind of look at your picture and look at your picture. Make sure you can get it right, because in the end, that's what's it's going to make all the difference there. So there we go. And the dock comes out, and the dock is actually going to be like a nice. I've already got kind of a little bit of a line started here. You can see just barely, nice and light. I'm going to make it actually a nice light color, maybe a light gray going through here. So just bear with me, and we get the in-between colors while we go. And I might have to come back and work on this a little bit. So if you wanted to do this, I mean, you can look at my previous videos and just kind of go from there. Or you can start fresh and make your own kind of thing. And like I say, there's so many options. All right, so there's that. Okay, I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to rinse that out now, and I'm going to get some gray color to make this nice little dot coming across here. So make the dot coming this way. And I only have so much time, so let me get this going. I know. Hurry, you can take your time, but hurry up. I know. This is the thing, right? La, 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 la. I know you can now make it so that you can speed up your own thing, but I don't want to, because I like talking to you too while I'm going through this. I'm going through something. Yeah. So you can take a finer brush, but I'm going to keep the same brush, because, the thing is that you're going to learn. So I'm going to go to some white, and there's always some black that's in the brush too. So we're going to add a little bit more to make it a little gray. A nice light gray. I'm going to wet it a little bit, because it's still a bit on what happens is my paints get a little bit moist after a while. A little moist, a little dry after a while, and eventually they just kind of dry up. But sometimes acrylics can stay very moist for a while, so when you get the chance, you can kind of like just kind of moisten them back up. You can use a little spray water and spray them and moisten them back up. Okay, but anyways, let me show you the dock. It goes right from here. And it's kind of like, I may have to take a few runs at it, so bear with me. La, la, la. Yes, that's right. And there's also like a little bit of a, underneath there's a little bit of a shadow. So I've already created like a bit of a thing to show the shadow coming from underneath it. So just bear with me, I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. And I kind of got to get a little closer. So let me just get a little closer. Let me bring it closer. Okay, so as you can see, I'll pull it off my easel. There we go. You can see where the dock is starting to come in there. And I'm going to just take my time. Again, keep your hand a little steady. I hold on, or if you want to keep your hand, I hold on to my hand to kind of make myself a little bit steadier when I'm making my lines so that they're a little sharper. I got my body to kind of keep everything tight and together. And breathe. The breathing technique is also very important. You have to breathe while you're doing this, as is where it can be a little bit harrowing as well. So, because there's some of the dock is going to come up and kind of come into this area here. So, we'll see what we can add to here to kind of show you that there's a bit of a dock on here. And I don't mean to whisper it. I'm just trying to keep myself from jumping and bouncing and stuff. Okay, so the dock. Okay. Slowly, slowly, and you take the fine detail brush and you try to get it so it's a nice little edgy kind of little line. You can see it, nice skinny little line across. And sometimes it isn't skinny because you keep talking. Breathe, breathe. There we go. Nice, very well. Okay, very nice. Breathe. Hold on to your hand. Move your body. Move your body as you do it. Nice. Calm, calm. Gotta tell yourself, just relax, relax. It'll happen. It'll happen. The thing about if you want something in this life bad enough, if you want something bad enough in this life, it will come to you. And the form of which it comes to you may be a little bit odd and awkward, but eventually you get the hang of it. Those of you who don't understand will understand one day. Those who do understand, you know what it is. So you just gotta go. Just gotta go. Just gotta keep going. Now, looking at the. Okay, it's got a little bit of an angle here. Remembering how it used to look when we were there. get like a little bit of a fence right here. I remember years ago, I tried to paint this too. It's not the first time. I think it's not the first time I've actually tried painting this one, but actually doing it with the in front of somebody is completely different. When you do something like this in front of an audience, you get a little bit more a feel for it. I'm thinking you kind of think about angles and stuff like that. Or sometimes when you're not thinking about, you're just trying to do it for yourself. You're like, well, it's kind of like, no. You got to do as if somebody's watching you do it and trying to do it themselves. So it makes it that much more easier. And even if nobody ever watches these, at least I have them for myself. When I first started doing my paint nights, I used to just time myself when I would do a painting and see how long it would take. Some of them took a little longer, sometimes not so long. It all depended. And angles. Now, I'm probably making it a little bit bigger than the original, but it's just for me. It's for, and but of course, if there's anybody out there that loves this or has ever been here and wants this painting too, I can give it up for sure. Show the different spots where it's actually a bit of a curve there, and there we go, kind of like that. And then in here it kind of changes up a bit. Then there's also like some other backgrounds. Other And again, if it gets kind of too dry, dip it into your water and dip it back into the paint to moisten it up. I said moist. Kidding. And we just go back at it again. And little things you can just, with the gray, you can kind of show that there's a little bit of sun. Use your finger to kind of give it texture there too. Okay, makes it look a little more interesting. And this one over here kind of has like a triangle shape. Think about the shape of a triangle. It's kind of like that. And it goes down a little further here. It'll start. There we go. Start making texture. There we go. That kind of looks neat. All right, that's kind of what it looks like. And there's also like a couple more things on the side here too. Oh, and the sun on that one peak on in the background there. Okay, and we're going to continue. I'm going to press down again, making a nice thin line on my paintbrush. And there's, okay, where does it start? Oh, from there to there. Now, this is going to be just my interpretation, so the original painting actually has, it's a shorter little fence, but I made mine a little bit longer. More detail. There we go, and I know, I know. I could play music, but hey, copyright and whatnot, I don't want to bother. So, okay, then there's that. So, and again, there's also the post to go down. There we go, kind of like that. And a big thick line at the bottom here. So, like that, so you can kind of get the idea of what the place looked like. There we go. And on one side here. And on the side over here. Back up there. Hey, it's coming, it's coming. There we go. Yeah, I think I've done this one before. But like I say, it was for myself mostly. I didn't do it for anybody else. This is in the past too. A long time ago. There we go. It's looking pretty good. It's coming along. And then the line of the. I might have to get myself some more white. Let me just. Oops. Okay. I need some more white. I'm gonna have to get some more white. Hold on. Dip my paint back. Yeah, I've got my. I gotta watch it. Don't dip into my sleeves into the paint. So. Okay. Gotta be careful. Green. It's almost 10. It's almost 10 o'clock. All right. So. Yes, I definitely think I now remember I've done this one before for myself. But it's been a while since I did this one, so let's do it again. See, I'm holding my wrist and going along. It just helps to keep the line nice and steady. And move my body to get that nice line. See, and then take my thing and gotta go fine, 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 fine. Okay. Oh, I know it's so quiet. I'm so sorry. I need to be loud and obnoxious, but sometimes it just doesn't happen when I'm busy trying to get the lines correctly. Okay, and as it gets closer, the spaces get further apart. So let me see. La 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 la. Hello. Does that work? I don't know how to step away from it. Sometimes you have to step away from it to look at it. And just give me a second to see if I'm. So let me tell you a story while I'm doing this. If I can do two at the same time. There's something. Stories and talking and painting at the same time. Okay. So I'll tell you a story. Oh yeah, it works. It works well. I'll tell you a story of. Yeah, let me tell you the spaghetti incident because that's always a fun story to tell you. I move a lot. Oh, well, I moved a lot. This is probably one of the longest stints that I've ever stayed in one spot. Being an artist, I'm very much a gypsy when I'm not. So, like I say, this is probably the longest stint in one place, and I appreciate it so much. Um, I lived in a lot of different places. This one last place, the one place that I lived in, uh, had tan, like light brown carpeting. So it was like, okay, make sure you never get anything on it. It goes right from the living room into the dining room, and we had like a little kitchenette and little bar area, and in the kitchen had tile. Okay, so the whole time that we were there, not a problem. Didn't have one spill, anything. We even had dogs, and the dogs didn't pee on the carpet. It was fine. Or wait a minute. No, no, no. They weren't here yet. They weren't there yet. Anyways, so this is a different place. Okay, so we were getting ready to move, and we had boxes all over the place. And here am I. It's dinner time, and I'm about to make some spaghetti. I made some spaghetti sauce earlier in the week, I believe, and I was just about to pull it out of the microwave where it was warming up for dinner. And what happened is I went to pull out where the microwave was kind of in the dining room kitchen area. Dining room was here, kitchen was here. So I'm in the dining room and I'm pulling out, say, a spaghetti sauce. And as I'm stepping back with my spaghetti sauce, I forget that we have some packed boxes right behind me. Yeah, so there's the bar is, say, okay, so um, here's the kitchen and here's the dining room. Okay, so I'm in the dining room and I'm falling onto the box, and here's the kitchen, and then thinking I'm going to spill hot sauce all over myself if I don't like try and pass it off. Okay, so it's all happened in kind of slow motion. So what happened is I was falling backwards with the pasta sauce, and I threw it. So it didn't land on me, but landed into the kitchen. But while it landed in the kitchen and landed on the bar, great. What happened is the sauce flew out of the little container it was in onto the bar, splatted on the bar, splashed, went all over the place, slid down the bar, hit the end of the bar, went up the wall, on the ceiling, and on the floor and on the carpet. So I didn't burn myself, but boy, what a mess on like the last days of this place that we were living in. And I was so beside myself because I was like, oh no, what do we do? Fortunately, we had a friend who had a steam cleaner, and thank God for Kenny. Oh, I love Kenny. God rest you, Kenny. We miss you so much. I gotta tell you, I miss Ken. Ken was such a good guy, and he came by with the. Sorry, I gotta do this one. He came by with the actual like the machine, and we took some Resolve and we scrubbed the crap out of the rugs, and you wouldn't even have been able to tell that there was an accident at all. Thank God. And yeah, it's kind of. I think that was the last time I ever had something like that happen. But I don't say never because I always end up jinxing myself somehow, and I end up doing some strange things, especially when I'm getting ready to move. I remember one time I was moving and I screwed my back up, and it took 2 weeks for it to recover. And I only did like this. This is the only move I made. That was it. My back gone. Okay, well, and while I'm doing that, telling you the story, I'm just doing my little details here on this little place looks like here. And hey, it's coming up nicely. More detail right there. And of course, I'll put in here. So I give you a little bit of a close up. See, it's almost looking like it's you got the dock and you got the thing going across there with a little bit light, so you can see where the light is hitting. It's actually a little place where they had all the kind of that. Okay, and I need a little bit of dark gray. So I'll get some dark gray in here and get some of the little um, little posts and stuff that I'm pointing at. You can't see, but I'm pointing at them over there, and they're like right here. That kind of thing in the background, kind of holding up the little place there. There's two of those up right there, and there's a whole bunch of little things that's right here. That post right there. Add water if you start drying out again, like I do. There we go. Oh yeah, the fun I've had. It's been a great life. Let me tell you, I can't complain. Except for lately, of course. It's just like it's a little bit crazy. But what can you do? Life is life. Life is beautiful, and it happens. Whatever happens, happens. You got no control over some things. You do have control over yourself, though, and that's the best thing to be able to do is be able to control yourself. Don't let anybody control you. That's what I gotta say. Because when I was younger, I let people lead me around, thinking that maybe they knew more than I did, and then what I found out, they don't know anymore. They don't know any more than I do. And like I believed in some of these people, and they really dropped the ball on me sometimes. But stories, neither here nor there. I'm just gonna make up some of the back underneath is like part of the dock there. You can kind of see the dark part of the dock here underneath. A little bit of You can use your fingers. A lot of the people say, "Oh, you shouldn't use your hands." You know what? I finger paint. I love getting very visceral um, with my paint. I like to touch my paint. I don't mind it as long as you wash your hands afterwards. That's all that matters. Oh, a little darker, a little bit darker. Don't be afraid to go dark either. can be fun sometimes. There we go. You can see it kind of coming together. Now it kind of got like a little bit of a again, it's all the details, right? The little tiny itty bitty little tiny things you gotta kind of add into there that you don't see afterwards. And that takes a little bit longer, a little more time. And I appreciate everybody who has patience to have me go through this. I mean, even with when I did the mural, these little details is what takes the longest time. But it just makes the painting that much more like realistic, right in the end. So there, see, and there's some spot over there like that. Okay, so I'm not going to add too much more because you don't want to play too much with detail, or else you're going to have to get a little crazy with detail, and it can. You don't want to have it be. You want it to have a little bit of. You can't see all of it. You see a lot of it. You don't see a lot of it. You just see most of it, but most of it, but like not completely all of it. Yeah, that kind of comes. This there's a green that kind of comes down this way. Mm-hmm. Trying to make it look like the actual picture with a shadow in it too. And darker into the spots here. You see, squish it a little bit, move around. Play with it. Don't be afraid to play with it. That's what I was being told. Okay. So yeah, there we go. A little bit like that. Oh, a couple little. Because you always get to see like there's one or two little. There you go. You can see some pole. There you go. There you go. With a see some pole. Okay. That's kind of like. Oops. Yeah, like you don't need that part. There we go. Like that. There are some little icky little details you got to put in there. Let's see if I can. You won't see like too much of it though. And dip in more water. Okay. Yeah, so that was a spaghetti accident. That was like one of those crazy things that happens. And right before you go to move from a place, it's like you can't expect anything any stranger than that. And it's all across the horizon line, sort of like this. La la la. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be good enough. Time on my wall. And there's two of them. And they're about, oh, let's tell me. Hold on a second. See, I'm looking at all the details, and it's just like, okay, this is a little bit taller. There's a little thing out there where they catch the fish and stuff out there. And then there's these little huts that are out there too. And if I can make a triangle, I'll be okay. And there's one triangle here. There's a straight triangle. And then one kind of beside it. And make it a little bit bigger. Little bigger. Little bigger. And then one right beside it here. There we go. So a little kind of, yeah, we got it. We got it. And it goes like this. Something that goes like that. And dip it, keeping it moist. Gotta keep it moist. And then the second one comes across here. There we go. It's almost right. Looking good. All right. I need a little light gray. Let's see how we're doing for time. Oh, we're doing good for time too. All right. Oh, it goes actually this way. The places out there. Shake it there. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. There's like something red over here. Put other colors in here too later on, just to get it to look a little bit more like the original. And details, details. I know. Hey, lots of fun. But once you got the in, it works. It actually takes a little red in the next part here. So let me just add a little red into that black. Make it like a maroon color. It is like a maroon color. I feel like a maroon color. Yeah, I have my phone here just in case anybody wants to make a comment or say anything. You can always comment either afterwards too if you'd like. See how you like this one. Let me know. Just gotta breathe. Mhm. Breathe. Remember Ron Burgundy? Hey, Burgundy, Maroon. Hey. See? It turned out really nicely. Kimmy. Kimmy wants to say stuff out loud, but I'm like, no, no, no. You can't say that in public. Kimmy. See, I have my alter ego. Kimmy the Clown. Just she every once in a while pops in and says, yeah, I know. I know how to be a fool. Yeah, I know how to be. I've been a fool many times. But I don't like to be one, of course. For other people, I like to be one for myself, though, especially when I tell myself those terrible little inside Kimmy jokes. Inside Kimmy the Clown. Yeah, somebody should do like a little thing on me one day. Kimmy the Clown. Who was she? What was she all about? Was she really a clown? Or was she just faking it like everybody else does? Only I know the truth. And I'm not saying anything. So, and I will, you can see what I'm doing. Details. Is this the rail of the dock now here? And there's the shadow underneath there. So this is what I'm going to be continuing doing. So now I can add more. What I'm going to be doing is, of course, adding more water, kind of making it more sparkly, maybe making a nicer, lighter blue over here, and probably making some like little sand dunes of people walking or something on there too. But that's what I've got so far. Actually, you know what? There was a boat there too. I might put the boat in because you know what? It's my painting. I can make it whatever I choose. So I might do that as well. But this is how you do a nice beach scene, and I wanted to show you before I head off to enjoy the rest of my day doing great things for all you wonderful people out there. Because you know what? Raquel Welch, eat your heart out. Hmm. Because I enjoy being live with you. And if you want to know any more about me, please look up my website, KimOverholt.com. If you want to have a picture done by me, contact me. There's more than one way to contact me. And if you can contact me, good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace out, brother, with a little bit added. And if you want to follow me, you're more than welcome to leave a, come on, follow me. I'm here. And I will teach you all about art. And hey, Inktober's coming. I got big stuff to show you coming up next. So, peace out, brother, with a little bit added, as my mama used to say. And I hope you enjoy your day. Get out there.